Welcome back, everybody. Today it is episode 2 of Building Atlantis with a Dais made live stream. So today we have a lot of work ahead of us. We went ahead off stream and we filled in the canal, and I'm just trying to connect it up right now because we've kind of got some old villager homes that are not needed anymore. And yeah, so today we are trying very hard to get some epic work done on this massive build we've got going. I believe it's at least a few hundred blocks by a few hundred blocks. Let's go ahead and get a quick little aerial view of what we've done so that you guys can see all the hard work. Let's get 2 rockets up, and I need to round that off a little bit better, but you can start to see the layout of the circle in the canal. And if you've noticed, I've left a lot of room so that I can put some buildings up and bits and bobs around to make sure that this central area is the hub of commerce. And so right now I just need to start tearing these houses down. And yeah, I just forgot something, so 1 second, my friends. Okay, I need to copy the URL for my video. Up and bits and let me see here. Where is it? YouTube. Alright. And then we're going to go back here and hop back on the game. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so everything is in order, and we are Sauce Master. Alright, so yeah, we just need to start tearing out these villager homes so that we can make space for the canal. Whew, it has been a chore, guys. I was up late into the night, not only filling in that canal, but trying to perfect it. It was a bit egg-shaped at first, and that was not gonna do. Not at all. Still got a little bit to fix, but I think we can continue on without worrying about that so much. It will be fixed off stream, because nobody wants to watch the mundane stuff. Nobody cares for that. Just picking up buckets of water and placing, placing. That's kind of boring. But I believe today in the plans is we're going to start capping off our spires, and then maybe get started working on the central area at the top there. So hopefully you guys like, hopefully you enjoy. Be sure to smash that like button if you do like Atlantis and the build that I'm doing here. I know, it's cringe, it's cringe. Every YouTuber has to ask for likes. It's pretty sad, but it's the way YouTube's algorithm works now. Yep, without a like, YouTube just doesn't care. It's sad. It's sad. But, other than that, I think we're doing freaking awesome work, guys. I think we're doing awesome work. And I believe that when this place is done, you guys can sit back and just look at it in all of its glory and be a part of this, you know? You can say I was there from the beginning. Oof, I thought there was something to stand on there. Awesome. Okay, so let's get our booties back up here. And yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about the actual server that I play on. Oops, I swapped tools on accident. The server here I play on is my favorite server of them all. I've been here for a couple of months now. As you can tell, I've got all the tools that I need for the job. And you might be wondering, I'm sitting here smashing all these blocks with my pick and the durability's not going down. It's because it is unbreakable. All my tools are unbreakable. Even my armor and whatnot, so I don't have to worry about that. They cost a lot and take a lot of hard work to get, so it's kind of fair, but I know the vanilla feel is a little bit different, a little bit lacking there. But you know, a lot of servers have little incentives like that for you to obtain, and this is just one of theirs. It's actually really neat to be able to work towards an unbreakable tool, so you don't have to worry about your tools anymore. It's really nice. Another couple of cool things about the server is the server spawn, which I'd like to show you guys here very soon. The server spawn, you can totally tell they worked very hard on. It is a masterpiece work of art, at least in my opinion. So, along with building today, before we even get started, I wanted to kind of hop into the spawn area and just show you guys around a little bit. So if you guys do decide to join the server, you're not feeling like you're completely new here. If you feel like you've got a little walkthrough of some of the things that you can expect, and hopefully we can all enjoy that. Hopefully we can all enjoy that. Let's get rid of these. Let's go offload all this stuff we've grabbed. Got a whole chest set up down there. I'm on my last rocket. I'm going to have to get in my EC. Alright, so let's offload this stuff real fast. And throw these random bits and bobs in there as well. Looking good. Don't need these. Those can just despawn for all I care. Alright, guys, let's head off to spawn. So we just go /spawn. Hi, Fox. Alright, so this is spawn. And I think the first thing we should do is go over these beautiful rules. I love how when you spawn in, the first thing you see is server rules. So we should go over them. Be respectful to players and staff, which is obvious. No griefing, obvious. Respectful in chat, and no politics, which makes sense. Politics can always lead to arguments. No excessive swearing, no racism, no hacks. Don't ask staff for OP, no scamming, no spamming, or advertising, which is a big one for me. I love that because a lot of servers have to deal with people joining and advertising their own, and that's just not fair, right? English only, because this is an American server. Right? It makes sense. It keeps it clean for everyone else so that people can understand each other. And then we've got the notices. Use vote/vote to earn rewards. And we're going to go over those rewards real fast here. The wild warp to start your adventure, which is right here. So if you do spawn in, you'll spawn in here. I suggest just glancing over the rules yourself, just to be sure you're familiar with them. And then you'll want to walk into this little portal here. We'll go through it, and it takes you to this beautiful little side space, and you can get a wild warp. Let's go ahead and get a wild warp, and it'll take you somewhere randomly. I don't know the distance, but it just takes you somewhere random, so you can actually start an adventure of your own. So we're going to go back to spawn real fast, and we're going to finish these. Don't forget to claim your land. Yes, land claims. I don't have one on me, but they're done with a golden shovel, which is really easy to get, and I believe you get a golden shovel when you first spawn in. And you can buy and sell stuff at the shop world, which I plan on showing you guys the shop world, at least a glance of it here very soon. There's an ender farm and a shulker farm in the end, which is just warp ender. It's pretty simple. And you will not lose items when you die. That's a big one for a lot of people. For me, I'm a vanilla player, and I would rather not have that certain thing. But, you know, it is what it is. And a lot of servers actually have it because people have a fear of loss. So anyways, when you do vote, you get certain kind of keys. And when you get those keys, you can come here. If you vote on all 4 of the sites in one day, you get a monthly loot package, and you can use those monthly loot keys there. You have a chance of getting epic loot crate keys and FluxCraft keys. And then also, you can get an epic shard, which is awesome, actually. This is the epic shard rewards. You can get there by just doing warp rewards, and it should take me pretty much where I am right now. Yep, there it is. And so you just come up here, step on the pressure plate, and you can spend your epic keys on cool stuff like portable ender chests, which is /EC, workbench, which is /WB, /back, which is my favorite right there. I use that all the time. And yeah, you can even buy claim blocks. And as I recall, I don't have my rockets. Let's see if we can make it, guys. Let's see if we can make it. With no rockets. Oof. Almost, almost. Okay, as I recall, it should be below here? I don't remember exactly where it is located, but we can always do warp AFK and get there real quick. And yes, warp AFK will give you 250 claim blocks for every hour that you are AFK here. And it just simple little circle of water that just makes sure that you don't despawn or get kicked for being AFK too long. And yeah, right here is awesome. There it tells you 250 bonus claim blocks per hour in the warp AFK. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. So yeah, they've got a whole setup here. Let's go home now. They've got a whole setup here, and it is totally awesome. I just love the way that this server works. Oh, look at that. Somebody just voted on all 4 sites, and you can see they earned that monthly key package, which is really cool. It's just an incentive to help them, and they help you, which is just totally awesome. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type deal. So anyways, other than that one, we need to clear out a little bit of these homes, and I hear a villager. I thought I got all of them out of these homes. So it kind of stinks. There you go. You can actually see in chat people spending their loot crates and getting really cool stuff for it. Oh, I've got phantoms. Let's go ahead and do the new phantom sleep counter. You are now rejuvenated, so now no more phantoms will spawn, but it doesn't despawn the phantoms that are already there, which makes sense, right? Just, it acts like you've slept through the night. Oh, I missed. I ain't missing twice, buddy. And, can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? No, I can't get him. I'm terrible at this. There we go. You guys are good target practice. Alright, alright. So no more phantoms on our tushy. There is some kind of a glitch. It seems like it's 114 on most servers. I'm not sure exactly. But there's a little bit of a glitch, and so beds are not a thing, at least temporarily. So they've already found a workaround, which is that little command I showed you. And the workaround works great. As you can tell, I can now work through the night. Oh, I forgot one. Well, you will get taken care of. If I can get around this thing. Got him! That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Alright. Yeah, how's stream health doing, love? Can you check, please? Because I've had lots of issues with the stream just going kaput on me recently, which kind of stinks, but it's something we all have to deal with. Yeah, we do have a villager in here. He's got no job. Why don't you, yeah, just head out and do your thing, buddy. Do your thing. See if I have any chats as well, because I still have not been able to afford a dual screen. It kind of stinks. I have the monitor, I just don't have the adapter cable. Stupid me, I thought that it had more than one HDMI port with my GPU, but it only has one, and the rest are all, what's it called? Display port, I think? And so I don't have the display port to HDMI for my monitor. Alright. Okay, that works. Thank you. Can you periodically check in on me because I have no way to read my chat? Thank you, my love. Yeah, so other than that, I've been working hard here, guys. Working hard at hardly working. But, yeah, so we've got a massive Atlantis build here we need to actually start making some good progress on. Last night, like I told you, I filled in that canal with water, which was just a mundane, boring task. I didn't want to bore you guys with that. It's kind of boring sometimes. But in light of that, in lieu of that is a better way to say it, we have now a full canal that is mostly round. I'll have to round it off a little bit more off stream because, yet again, that's mundane stuff. And I just want to bring you guys the most, funnest content to watch, right? It's no fun watching somebody do the same thing over and over. Repetitive stuff. So, we have a whole lot of items that we don't want to keep, so they get tossed. Toss, toss, toss. Even the torches. I suppose we can toss those. And there we go. Alright, now we can start factoring in where this canal's going to go. Now let's go ahead and go in my EC, which most likely I did not put away. There they are. I didn't need to go in my EC. Of course. That sounds like me. Okay, so we have some rockets. Now we just need to plot on exactly where this connects to there. And it looks like I'm going to have to tear out just a little bit of this mountain to make it look right. I think right about here should do fine. So let's go ahead and get started on this, shall we? Alright. That looks good, and we're going to just carry on with this natural curve a little bit. Oof. Yeah, we want to get this natural curve going. Oh yeah, so we have a whole lot of stuff to break down here, sadly, but it will look epic when it is all connected. At least that's my opinion. One thing that I kind of regret is that these little pools here are going to have to go, because they don't fit in with the whole Atlantean build. This little pool's got to be filled in, and then we're going to have to build some houses around these guys to make them look like worker factories back in the old Atlantean days. 2 of them, because we have our workers, and we got to make a factory for them, right? Can't just have it sitting out in the open. The dangers of the outside. So we're just gonna plow through this and start making a bit of a canal going through here. And soon here, I plan on making the canals look like they are actual functional. Like making some boats on the waterways and maybe some bridges across. We could even do some armor stands with people on top. People. Make it look like people. But yeah, so that's the plan, and we are gonna get cracking on it. Cracking. Maybe we could do something like that. Maybe we could, because we do have a bit of an ocean. My mind is just so all over the place, but let's take a quick peek over here, and we have a nice bit of an ocean around here. And maybe we could do like a kraken or something attacking the Atlantean city. Just for fun, just for fun. But we need to cut through, more get up and go than I thought with this rocket. Alright, so we need to keep this going smoothly into that. And it looks like it's getting there, actually. It does. It looks like we're making good progress. And I just keep falling. I didn't want to fall. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to dig this out a bit and make this canal look kind of right. At least in my mind's eye. And Let's get this out of our way. Got to get this villager house floor or two out of here. And it looks like this will line up perfect. Right there. So let's cut this stuff out. And we should be able to get going. Now, if you guys have a smart solution to not being able to read my chat because I only have a single monitor temporarily, please post that in the comments because I would love to hear it. I'm thinking about maybe shrinking Minecraft into a window and then opening YouTube just enough so that I can see the comments. But I can't stand playing Minecraft on anything but full screen. I'm willing to do it for you guys, and I might actually do it during this stream just to see what it would look like and what the feel of it would be. Let's see, this should connect up nicely here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that real fast. Maybe I can use Streamlabs itself to view the chat. So let's see, let's shrink, no, not grow, shrink. And see if we can get just the chat to show on the side. Okay, well that's not at all what I thought it would look like. So maybe if we full size it, and then we bring up Minecraft, and instead of having Minecraft full sized, let's go ahead and expand it to here, expand it to there, and expand it to there. Oof. I might have to shrink it just a little bit. Why did you shrink too much? See, this is the problem that I've been having. I need to be able to read you guys' comments, because that is numero uno to me. So, let's get that going. Let's get that growing. That, I believe I can handle. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. Maybe shrink it just a little bit to make it fit the right screen size that I'm used to. And let's go ahead and edit this to only take up... Oof, I'm not sure how to do that, truthfully. Oh, I do know how to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and open up our thingy here, and we might get a black screen for just a minute while I get rid of the display capture. We're gonna have to get rid of it for just a little bit, and then we're gonna add a new window capture instead, and we can find Minecraft in the running programs, and we can call that good. Let's see here. Can we fit this? Yes! That is beautiful. Hopefully, now we can play and read your comments. That's a temporary solution. Hey, my love, can you check out the stream and see if my changes only show Minecraft? And if it's proportionally correct, like it's all not all out of shape. Are you hearing me? Okay, can you please do that real fast? I have no way to check it myself, my love. Okay, but it would only take a glance if you hopped on YouTube. You'd know real quick if it's showing more than Minecraft or not, or if some of it's cut off or whatever. But whenever you can, that would be awesome of you. Okay, so let's get rid of this stuff. And yes, this is a desert that I live in. And you can tell I have been terraforming the poo out of it. I'm a terraforming monster. Kind of. Maybe. Maybe a little. Alright, let's get some of this stuff filled in, because I don't need all this. Of course, I filled in the wrong spot first. This was going to be a mine, but as you can tell, I stopped short and said, no, never mind. Was that a mine pun? I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in real fast. Alright, Streamlabs has been cutting out. Every time I run it for the first time on a live stream, it's been cutting out at around this time, so let's hope that it's not going to do that to us today. I would like to keep this all one stream, right? Not have to follow two different streams just to keep in context of what's going on. May I see it, please? Will you bring it over here real quick? So, does it look right? What's going on? Is my title bar gone at the top? It is. I'll have to redo that. Well, I haven't changed that. I know. So does it look okay? That's all I really need to know?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's a temporary solution, guys. Till I can get that dual screen setup going and I can actually read your comments like a boss. Okay, so I did bring a bucket of water. Dais man was somewhat intelligent. I probably should have brought two. Yes, I can see that. Finally, I figured out a temporary solution. Why did you do that? Okay. That works for me. Let's go ahead and keep filling this canal, make it look beautiful. And this is exactly the mundane stuff that I was trying to save you guys from last night with the whole circle. But, I mean, we can already see the finish line. This isn't going to be too tough. We'll get this done in no time, won't we, guys? Absolutely no time at all. Let's get this all filled in with the random bits and bobs over here. And then we gotta fly up top high and get a good look at it, see if it's what we envisioned, right? See if it's the Atlantean canal that we all thought it should and would be. Make sure all this stuff is getting filled in correctly. Like that's not. And it is looking pretty good in my mind's eye here. Hopefully we'll have an unmistakable Atlantean sea by the time we're done. Atlantean sea? Atlantean city? Yes, Atlantean city. That's what we're going for. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. It's a thing of beauty. Okay, so before we get an aerial view, let's go ahead and cut this off so that we know that this isn't supposed to be. And maybe that can get filled there. Let's get this going. A little smoother transition. And alright, so let's go ahead and get an aerial view. And hopefully this is what we've been thinking it should be. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at all this room the Atlanteans have to build. Let's load those chunks real fast. Oh, I forgot one chunk. That's fine. Look at that. Oh, that's a thing of beauty, guys. A thing of beauty. So we're going to have to widen the canal in spots. You can tell it's kind of meandering a little bit. But we have a great layout and a template for the future project. And we know where things sit, right? That's the biggest problem I find in some of my Let's Play series is not being able to just figure out the layout of where things are going. And I believe we have actually successfully done that. We've got a good layout this time. It's looking awesome. I think it's looking awesome. Alright. One of the hardest things, I figured I'd talk a little bit about streaming and all that. One of the hardest things I find about streaming is the lack of viewers sometimes makes it really hard to keep the conversation flowing. Sometimes you just have viewers and sometimes you don't, right? It's just how things go. And, you know, you don't want to make a stream with absolutely no talking. You're just a silent rock, you know? So even though there isn't viewers or anything like that, I still like to at least try to engage so that if you come back and wanted to see where everything started and, you know, episode 1 or 2 or whatever, before the viewers came and all that stuff, you don't have to just sit there and watch me just silently building away or doing stuff like that. You can at least, you know, have some kind of dialogue with me. And that's one of the hardest things I find, is to keep that dialogue going when there isn't anyone to dialogue with. And that's a very difficult thing to do, in my opinion. And I'm hoping to get better at it as we go, because this is a learning process for me, as well as a growth experience. I feel like I'm growing as I continue to stream. I feel like I'm getting a little better at it every day, and hopefully we can grow together just a little bit, not only as a streamer but as a Minecraft player as a whole. That's the plan, at least. That's the plan. So when I'm done with all of this, I plan on terraforming some more and actually converting this to a biome that we would like to live in ourselves. Because, admittedly, Mojang hasn't done too well on some of the biomes, like the desert biome, which I'm living in. It's kind of mundane. It's just a bunch of sand and cacti and stuff like that. So I don't really like the sandy biome, and so that's why we're converting it to the grass that you see there. And then here soon, we're going to make that grass look realistic, in my opinion. It's kind of just a flat, you know, template right now. And soon, we will be progressing and making it look beautiful. At least that's the plan. I will admit that I'm not a terraformer by nature. I'm a redstoner and a builder. And terraforming is something outside of my safety zone, I guess is the word. And that's what I'm trying to do a lot more of lately, is trying to get outside of my shell. Break out of that shell and start learning how to do new things. And I think that this is going to be a great learning experience for that. As you can tell, I've already started a little bit of the process, adding my own trees, because it looked like a savanna, because the desert and then the grass on top of the desert. So I figured for now I would put the acacia trees down and get them, because they also matched the color of my build as well. So it seems to fit really nice. Oh yeah, my texture pack. Oh my gosh, the horsies, everything else but the horsies look great. The horsey has a chest on his face. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Now, I'm not great at doing textures and texture packs, but I believe I can, I don't know what's the word, swap out the texture that is currently broken and fix it with another texture. Hopefully. That's the plan, at least. Alright. So here we go. We're going to start leveling this out so we can actually put grass in. And off camera, last night, what also took me so long... You go away. Bad Spooter. Spank you. With a diamond sword. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so last night I was, not only just filling in the canal all night, I mean, that didn't take all night, but I was also sorting out my items. Because I have, you know, every Minecrafter's problem. At least I believe that. I have a problem with sorting items. I just don't like to do it. And it's mundane, and it's boring, and I'm sure y'all understand. So yeah. I've been trying to sort out my items and also finish my items sorting system because I can't really throw my items into the sorter until all the sorting bits have been filled. And if we come downstairs, you can see where I left off last time was right about here with the nether items at the nether wart, right? And then I figured, well, quartz would be a great one, and then enrods being a white item as well, especially when you put it in an item frame. I figured that looked great right there. And then over here I started going all redstone bits and bobs. As you can tell, we've got everything from comparators and repeaters all the way to pistons, to droppers and dispensers, hoppers, pressure plates and buttons. And now I'm starting to put regular items in because truthfully, I don't know what else to sort, guys. So if you guys have any ideas to fill all these sorting slots, down in the comments, hashtag sort this. And just give me a bunch of ideas, please. Because ideas are hard to come by when you've got 128 items to sort. Look at all this. Man, this was just an insane project. So, we can finally actually get started on the main build. The wonderful castle, which will be our town center or hub of commerce. You can hear the hopper cart going down. But yeah, so we need to grab up some materials, right? Because we need a lot of the light gray concrete. We need to finish off these spires here because they're not up to speed yet, are they? Right? Those two need to be filled in and worked on. And let's head down into the old sorting system and see what we've got for materials. Look at all this junk. Oh my goodness. Junk, junk, junk. And I can't just throw it in my sorter. So right now, because we had to flatten all this out for the project, you guys saw on the last stream, we've got all these items. Oh, items. All these chests full of items, and some are empty. So this is where we are shoving all of our sandstone and sand related items. And one thing I do want to do before we get, oops, yep, that's going to become a problem. Before we get too far here, one thing I do want to do is get this bit filled in with grass before we start finishing off the main build. So again, let's get into the sorting system. Let's check how much light gray concrete we've got, and I have to fix a few little highlights around here, like that. Somehow a bucket of water got poured there. I don't remember how. But let's check what we've got in here. Not so much. That's not so good. But I do believe I've got at least... Oof, that is not as good as I was hoping, guys. Looks like we're gonna have to make somebody rich. We made a deal a while back with one of the shop owners. Oh yeah, speaking of shops, we're supposed to show you guys the shops today. Don't let me forget, chat. Don't let me forget. But anyways, so we're gonna just start lining this out and figuring out what kind of stuff we've got to work with here. And yes, I think I'm going to show you guys the shop not too long from now. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to start by showing you my shop and how it functions and all that. And then I'll just give a fly around and maybe look at the shop map so that we all can get a perspective of what to expect in the shop world. Now, that gives me food for thought. Opening your own shop is not just join the server and start making shops. You have to actually earn it, which I believe is cool. It keeps it fresh and keeps it difficult. It's not just a free, easy thing to get, right? Oof, I did not bring nowhere near enough grass for this. Maybe I should actually switch gears and start filling in random grass spots like this. And then filling the rest in with dirt. That way it'll spread eventually while we're working on the projects today. I think that's a good solution. And that way we don't use up all of our grass because it's a pain to go dig it up. Alright, let's see. Let's double up some of these just to make sure that it spreads nice. That should do. Yes. Okay. So once we get the dirt in between all of this, it should spread pretty easily. I believe. I hope. That's the plan at least. Let's go ahead and use up the rest of the blocks we have. Good. Okay, now we can throw the rest in the sorting system. Oh yeah, so one of the things I did off stream was build this beautiful spiral staircase. And I've got one of my favorite YouTubers' heads, if you guys know. Hashtag YouTuber and then a name, if you know who that is. So we're going to go ahead and throw this back in the sorter. One measly stack. But we have bunches of regular dirt, and that is not a problem. It's a lot faster to get regular dirt. It breaks insta-mine. So I'm not too worried about expending this stuff. And we're just going to start filling this stuff in, guys. Now, I am not good at long streams, I will admit. Especially because of my health being so bad. It's kind of difficult for me to stay focused on one thing for too long and engaged with you guys. So don't expect a 3-hour long stream every time. I already plan on a shorter stream today, and if you guys want longer streams, then just let me know and we'll work it out together, because this is a Dais made family. Not just me, this is about you guys as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this journey that we're on. And, just, we can share it together. That's the plan. That's the plan, at least. Why do I always swap items when I do that? I do the pick block and my scroll wheel's so sensitive. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Oh, that's filling in nicely. How much we got? Oof. Let's go ahead and throw some more down there. That way we know we only have 2 stacks after what we've got in our hand. Then we can kind of cut ourselves off where we need to. Figure out what else we can do with what we got. I don't like taking the last stack of whatever I have. I hate taking the last of anything. It just doesn't feel... It doesn't feel right. Alright. Maybe we might have enough here. Oh, little guy. Don't die. Aww. Well, rip squid, guys. Rip squid. Squiddo just didn't know how to swim, I guess. He forgot his swimming lessons mommy taught him. And it didn't go so well for him, did it? Alright, let's go ahead and get this done. Looking good, guys. Looking way better than I expected. Can tell that grass is already starting to spread a bit. We have 2 more stacks. Can we stretch 2 stacks to fill this? I don't know. It's gonna be a close call. It's not as wide of an area as that was, but it's long. So, let's get those 2 stacks in our hotbar. And let's fill this in. Oh yeah, 2 stacks is definitely not going to fill it all, considering what that just took up there. Sad day, sad day. 1 stack left, guys, 1 stack. Now, I do have 1 more stack in my box, and I can take some of it, but I don't want to take all of it, because the way that my sorting system works is the light turns on when the shulker is empty, and I know I've got to fill it. And so I don't like taking the last of everything, because then it doesn't have the light, or the light does turn on, and it kind of just pokes out to me and it says, hey, I'm on, fill me. And then I feel like I have to. So let's head on back. Let's grab, I think maybe half a stack might work. Maybe. Oof. Once we get this filled in, we can actually get started. Hey, you. No. Half a stack. And we can even grab a stack of grass, just in case half a stack doesn't cut it. And we can fill in the random bits and bobs that are left out with the stack of grass. Like this. Which was a great idea because it turned out perfect. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Now, I wish that the grass didn't transition into the river biome, but it does, and we just have to deal with that. You can totally tell the transition of the river biome to the desert, and then it goes back to a desert after the river, and then we've got our custom-made canal. Looking awesome, guys. Looking awesome. Alright. It makes me a happy camper right there. Let's go ahead and start filling in some of this extra that we have on hand, and then we're going to start working on the spires today. Now, I had an idea with the spires, because any good spire has a rounded top, right? In my opinion, right? Kind of a... I'm not sure what to call it, truthfully, but it's got kind of like a cone-shaped top to it. If you look, it would have a cone shape, and then it would kind of overlap, kind of give it a little bit of an overhang, right? So that's the plan, and in order to do that in a smooth manner, we're going to need stairs. And I was thinking, what kind of stairs would match the kind of dark kind of build that we've got going on here? And I couldn't think of anything for the longest time. I was thinking dark oak, but oak isn't, you know, if we didn't, well, oak just didn't fit the color palette that I was going for. And so I was thinking maybe we could use a little bit of nether bricks and nether brick stairs and slabs, right? We're going to obviously have to collect some, and we can grab maybe another half of that. We can grab all but one there. See, it turned on for a split second when I grabbed everything out. We can see it again here. Everything out, put one back in, and it shuts off, letting me know that there's something in the system. I like that setup. It's kind of the reverse of most. But you can tell I don't have nearly enough TNT to fill mine. But I was thinking maybe we could, well, let's go craft some. Stairs out of that. And my nether does have a fortress right on the other side. I just have to get down through the floor. Come on, Elytra, please. Please. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to want to do this spire first because this one is pretty much done. It's at the height we want it. Well, maybe a little bit higher. Maybe just a little. This is my AFK spot. This can go. Oof. Well, that's gone. I'm not jumping in there to get it. But we can get rid of this. And we can kind of visually start to see how high we want our spire to go. I want the spire to overlook the central point, right? I want it to be taller than that. But I don't want it to go too much taller than it already is. We are pretty high as it is, 93. So I'm thinking maybe we'll take this up to maybe 100, 110 tops. And then we can kind of work in where the central point is going to sit just below the tip of the spire. So, okay, let's get ourselves some blocks to work with. And man, I haven't had anybody viewing me this entire time. Kinda sucks. The entire stream has been nothing but dead. Ugh. Kinda disheartening. Just a little. Let's pick up some gray just in case we want some of that. Oh, and let's grab a bit of the light gray. Let's just grab a whole shulker of that. Yep, and considering the stream hasn't went very far at all, I'm just gonna probably end it at an hour. I'm not feeling good today. It is a bad day for my health today. And we might just end it at an hour. But I do want to at least show you guys what my thoughts are on this spire. So let's get some of that at least. Glad I grabbed that gray. Because this is gray. And that fills it nicely. Okay, so we want the light gray. And we're going to go up. Let's start with 100. And we'll get a view of what it looks like at 100. And no, that's definitely not tall enough. Because we still have to build this up a bit, right? So let's go the extra 10 blocks. Let's take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know what? We might even go to 115 just to be sure. Okay, let's get a good view of that. Let's build up the other side first, though. Ow. Thank goodness for feather falling, huh? Let's build this up. Let's get a view of how high that'll allow us to make the center point. Oh yeah, so we could build the center point up to about here, and our spire will still loom over it. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. 115 is the goal. 115 is the goal. And then we still have to cap it with the brick stairs, right? So let's start building this up. And we can do this nice and fast. Yeah, let's go all the way around. I kind of want to mark this spot. So we're going to take just one of these and place it on the side here to let us know that that's going to be actually... No, that's wrong. Needs to be one block up. Right there. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can nab that while it falls. Perfect. So that lets us know kind of a marking point of where things are going to sit on that end. Oof. Just don't feel good today. Surprised I've been able to stream this long, guys. It's not my day for health. My heart's pounding. I feel dizzy. Just fatigued. Oof. Not a good day for me. Alright, I've got 3 minutes to at least start showing you what I wanted to show you with the cap of the spire. So I might just stop here with this level and then start showing you what I mean. And then that way we can get a concept of what's going on in today's stream. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and let's build this one up. That way we can actually have a decent amount of roundedness to show you what I mean. Almost there, almost there. Jeez. Oh, that's one too high. Perfect. Okay, so the plan here, my friends, is to come out a block and then out another block. But that's upside down. Let's get that correct. Okay. So we're gonna get this all positioned correctly. And we're gonna want to then go out one. Then we're gonna want to come over. Nope, that's all wrong. We're gonna want to come over and connect the two. Did that? No, that just made a flat one, of course. Terrible luck here. Maybe I should grab my scaffolding. Oh, it's because this one's upside down. Of course that one's upside down. There we go. Beautiful, okay. And then we'll want to come up and let's put a backing there. We'll go over like so. And then we can go out. And then now we can actually put up our second row so we can kind of see what this is actually going to look like. Yeet. Okay, let's get a little bit of a view of this from outside, and that should put us within the hour mark right on the dot, guys. Oh, geez, it's so small, though. Yes. Gotta get the bits and bobs out from underneath. But that's going to be a rounded spire, and it's going to look gorgeous, and I love the contrast of colors. So, if you guys enjoyed, please smash that like button, and other than that, this has been a Dais Made live stream. Oof.